Tell me, what exactly have I done to harass you for years?
And stop harassing us. Because it's just going to help prove the case that you're crazy.
No, sweetheart, see, if I wasn't recording, you would tell the police that I... Wait, why were the police at my door threatening to arrest me because I left a note on the floor?
I don't know, honey. Go get help. I don't know, honey. Go get help.
No. I still have. No more of this. We don't want to hear any more complaints. Right?
Can I have that?
No, because right now this is the complaint. You know?
That's my garbage.
Well, it was out in here.
And what does it say? Is there a name on it?
Well,
It says dear students of Christ the King.
Listen, you admitted that you wrote it. It was the central piece in their complaint that you're leaving notes around. It's bothering the woman. Okay, there's other allegations made, but this is the only thing that we could tangible. You know what I mean?
I used to do that too.
Shut up and let me talk, you
I used
crazy
to do that
whore.
too.
How do they feel threatened by that?
There's other things too, other allegations that they're making.
Wait, so you gave it to Carol?
You say you want to have a conversation, but then you don't shut up long enough to let anybody talk.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'm not talking to you anymore, because you know what? I have not done anything to you. In all of these years, I have done nothing. I mind my own business. I come home, I go in my home, I leave, I go to work, I do nothing.
I used to do that
Shut
too.
up and let me talk, you
I used
crazy
to do that
whore.
too.
I have done nothing to you. Yet you get away from my car because I don't trust you, you crazy thing.
I'm going upstairs to download this.
Go ahead.
But you really think I'm going to hurt your car?
Yes. Let me finish.
Have I ever been violent? Have I ever been violent towards you?
Yes, you have.
Really?
Yes, you
when
have.
When was that?
Yes, you have.
I know.
Hi. You put that on YouTube too?
Recording everything. I got my neighbors as proof. Let's see. Let's see, because you're crazy. We all know, so let's just see. Once the cops get here, they're like, oh, it's her again?
The police hate you, everybody looking at you. What makes you say the police hate you? Because they told you so. What did they say? They said that they don't want to bother them. They don't want to do
Wait. That you told me that you wish I was dead? Wait. You said, did you wish I was dead or just that I'd be taken away in an ambulance?
Wait. Let me get it on so I can.
It's a simple question, Robin.
I answered, but wait, I want it on recording.
You wished me dead.
No, I just wish.
And I'm filming your okay, so I wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
So you didn't wish me dead?
So no, I wished you just to go away. No,
You said hopefully the ambulance will be here next time for her.
No, actually, get it right. I said hopefully next time they'll take her away.
Who's next time her would be the ambulance?
No, I just wanted you to go away. Just like now, I just.
But there was an ambulance here when you said that.
God, stop.
Wait, just admit that.
Me. Stop.
Admit. I will.
Me.
I will.
Stop. No, you won't.
I will
you
never
will
speak to you again.
Crazy.
No, because I'm going to get the truth out of you.
No, because you're crazy.
No, I want to make sure you're not, and I want to know where the line is. You threatened my life 2 days ago.
I never threatened you. You're insane.
Say the ambulance was here.
I never threatened you. You're insane.
Say the ambulance was here.
You've never threatened you. You're insane. You're crazy. Go away
You
and
just
leave
said,
me alone.
Oh, let's
leave
clarify.
me alone.
We want the police. Yes, I said she might call police. Yes, I call police.
You can't call the cop for shit. You can't call the cop for shit. You can't call the cop for shit.
You can't do anything.
Because I'll snap. I know. That's what I do. You know me.
She's psycho. Tehranian. She's crazy and she needs medication.
Don't snap.
No, see, y'all calling the police.
No.
She gonna call them on me, because I'm gonna knock her down.
Only delusional people stand at their windows and doorways and record everything.
You mean prostitutes and people
No,
who
you
threaten
record
violence?
everything.
Yeah, I do.
You've got nothing else to do.
I deal with criminal stuff, and you're borderline criminal.
I'm
Okay?
borderline
Which is why we're telling you to leave them alone.
Hopefully,
Leave me alone.
next time,
Stop harassing me and leave me alone.
I'm closing my car door.
Close it. Close it. Close your door because you're bothering me. Close your door. You're harassing me. Leave me alone.
There was an ambulance here when you said...
Go away! Go wherever it is you crazy people go!
Hopefully next time they'll be here for her.
Yes!
And there was an ambulance here.
Go away, Reina Fortini, you're crazy!
There was an ambulance here when you said it.
Go away, you're crazy!
There was an ambulance here when you said...
Harassing me again, go away!
Hopefully they'll take you away.
Stop harassing me!
Hopefully they'll take you away.
Stop harassing me!
Hopefully...
Stop harassing me!
This is how she turns it...
Harassing me!
This is how she turns it into...
Harassing me!
Notice I'm whispering.
Stop harassing
And notice the volume of her voice goes down because she's scared. Because she's caught.
Stop harassing me!
It took 10 years.
Let me call the police because you're harassing me.
It took 10 years. It took 10 years. I'm going to put this on YouTube for the police.
I'm sure you will because you...
Why do you think I have to?
Why?
Because I just spent 5 minutes trying to get you to admit that you said you hope the ambulance takes me away.
I never wished you did.
But you wanted the ambulance to take me away.
I wanted someone to take you away because you harassed
But the ambulance was here when you said it.
I don't bother you.
And I have it on tape.
I go to work, I come
And
home,
notice she wants to
I
call the
mind my own
police
business.
because that's how
I don't bother you.
she hides behind her lies by disparaging me.
There's
Period.
no lie.
You're caught,
There's no
Robin.
lie.
You're caught. You're more evil than Charles Manson.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
I'm talking.
Talk to me.
I'm talking.
Go ahead.
There was an ambulance here
Yes, there was an ambulance here.
when you said, I hope...
wish someone would take you away because you harassed me.
It's a little violent.
So just tell me why it is you
I have a
feel
building
the need
because
to
there's a
harass
building.
me every day.
There's a building full of people here
Doing
who
what?
want to talk
what?
about hurting
Doing,
me.
no, who's ever
And I've
said
recorded
anything
them.
about hurting you.
Bitch, don't you ever talk to a motherfucking pimp like that, bitch. Disrespect a motherfucking man. Man, check your bitch before I stomp you. Thank you, darling. Thank you,
This was around 11:30 that night. An hour and a half previous to this, a woman named Lisa, or that's what she called herself. I think I even heard him call her Lisette, said to a man named Mike on the stairs, quote, I am going to take her coke money. I know what I'm doing, end quote. And they whispered a lot, and then next thing you know, the other woman is being taken to the hospital. When I was watching this, I wasn't sure which one it was, but I called the hospital out of curiosity, and I even sent the link to the police. I'm not sure whatever came of it, but I'm pretty sure they didn't even listen to the recording that I made. So this woman was deliberately poisoned and robbed. I even called the hospital and they told me that I should call the police.
I said pussy. I said pussy. I said pussy. I said pussy.
That's not real?
That's not real.
Oh, is that what's going on?
So I'll keep praying for you.
We went into it one day when she said, I came up, she said, can I ask you a question? I said, no.
Right.
She said, I just want,
But she
I said,
doesn't
no.
stop.
You're the primary instigator in this specific case.
Daddy, do you realize you cost me work? You
How
cost
did
me
I
my
cause
life.
you work?
I have not done anything to you.
Then she went to him. She went downstairs to her. Gorgeous.
Anyone who even says hello to
Yeah.
them becomes a target.
But I told Constance, I said, I don't even speak to the troll.
Nobody does.
No. I don't speak to her.
Yeah, nobody does it.
Punch her on face though. She keep messing around me. I said no, but the next time she say something, come out here and say something.
Why are you leaving notes outside the door? Why aren't you calling the police the way an adult would?
She about 2, she won't come to the next. come every day. Well, if she comes, she buy two, she won't come the next day. But if she buy one, she'll come every day. The trick is that to keep her. That's consistency happening whenever they call happen. 15, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15. Oh, you said 15. Come on, man. How much is here? Oh, get 2 for 15, man. You know what it is. You know the price, man.
Why would you encourage him? You know he's violent. You've seen the prostitutes. You've seen my videos that are there to protect myself. You laugh.
No. I didn't want to talk to her.
The day you was going off over there about the laundry, remember when I walked by and she said, did you tell him that you put the knife there? I said, let me go.
You can't call the cops for shit. You a crazy bitch. Get the fuck away from my door. Simple as that. There ain't shit to talk about. Get the fuck away from my door, you crazy bitch.
Anything I gotta say, I say it to anybody's face.
Apparently not.
Apparently not. I'm in yours, but I see you standing in your doorway. If you have so much to say, come say it to me as a woman. Didn't I tell you that the other day?
Open the door
Didn't I
the other
tell you
night.
that the other day? But didn't I tell you that the other day?
It's not even working.
Why does it have to be a fight, Pam? Why can't we talk?
Shut up. Kept my name out of your mouth. But I'm gonna see you. You know I am.
For everything you said about everybody, let me be the one to get you.
I got my neighbors as proof. Let's see.
Turn around and back out of the apartment. Back out the door.
They got the fucking squall, my nigga. Pop that nigga. They got the squall, nigga. They about to start shooting at these niggas. That's what I would do.
What you can do? I can do anything I want.
We just couldn't honor everybody.
No, see.
How many times did you call the police on me?
Twice.
Guess what? Carol, Robin, Dolores, Pam, Glennis doesn't have anything to do with it.
You're a lying fucking bitch, and I'm gonna fuck you up. Put the stick down. Bitch, I will shove that thing so far down your motherfucking throat. You are lying. I never sold anything out of my apartment, ever.
Oh, really?
Okay, no, I don't
Because
sell.
I
sell pussy.
Because I spent
I
the
sell
past...
pussy.
I said I will whip your.
That's why I said I bust your ass wide open.
I said I will whip
It's on
you.
YouTube. It's on YouTube.
With what? With the knife?
Yeah.
With the knife?
With the knife that you found in the hallway.
With the bread knife?
Take something and hit my jaw. Let me call the cops.
Recording everything. I got my neighbors as proof. Let's see.
Even the cop that came to the door said, she needs to be put away. She needs to be Yeah, she does. I'm like,
Why did it start? And I will.
I know why it started.
Why?
Oh, that little
2006?
letter went under the door.
What little letter?
I know
You shouldn't have.
I know that you like dealing with the
You
police.
shouldn't have wrote the letter, bitch.
About having to talk to police about the little sarcastic note that said, "Jesus Christ the King." You send police to my door.
That's harassment.
They're bullying me. They're harassing me.
Again, it's unfounded.
If you're being harassed, you contact the management company or the police. That's it. That's what adults do.
You can't help but notice that Robin was very friendly with this guy who lived right below her, squatters, and the pimp across the hall from her, who was a heroin dealer with hardcore street prostitutes on a daily basis coming in and out of the building. And maybe he was polite to her because Lou Bataille was his landlord and they were friends with him. So whatever everybody's relationship, why did I become the target That was always what I was trying to figure out.
Oh, I was just curious. So go ahead and put that on YouTube now.
Oh, thank you. Because when did we stop being friends?
When did we ever start being friends? I was never your friend.
I'm sorry, when did we stop being civil neighbors?
When you turned crazy on me.
Oh, really?
When you slid a note under my door and then started videotaping everything that I do and started putting
slid a note under your door asking you why all the women in this building are sitting on the stairs picking on me?
That's not what the note said.
She's laughing that my dog is in the backseat of my car while I'm push-starting the car, saying, "Help me."
Which every second is on video.
Prove it, because you...
It's on video.
No, it's not. Well, if it is,
there's too much to deal with. How many times did you call the police on me?
Twice.
Only twice?
Only twice.
And why did you call the police?
Because
you were afraid?
Harassing me.
Really?
Because you were harassing me.
What was the first time?
When you put those stupid ass notes in the hallway. I think that was.
Yeah. Because they keep calling us. They're the ones calling. Whatever's going on, they're the ones calling.
Tell me, what exactly have I done to harass you for years?
Yeah. Then she went to him. Then she went down to her.
Gorgeous. Anyone who even says hello to
Yeah.
me becomes a target.
But I told Pops, I said, I don't even speak to the troll.
Nobody does.
No. I don't speak to her. Yeah, nobody does it. Punch her on face though. She keep messing around me. I said no, but the next time she say something, come out here and say something.
About how many times did you call the police on me?
Twice.
Well, that's why I videotape everything, because I can prove everything I'm saying. In 2006, Pam, Robin, Carol, Glynis, and Dolores sat on these stairs. I have video. I recorded that too.
You don't have
You come
any
home.
recording of
It's
my
on
wife saying a
YouTube.
word.
How many times did you call the police on me?
Twice.
Only twice?
Only twice.
Look at all these police reports. This one is from... That's this Robin and Pam's call number 2 in a week.
Listen, you admitted that you wrote it. It was the central piece in their complaint that you're leaving notes around. It's bothering the woman. Okay? There's other allegations made, but this is the only thing that we could... tangible, you know what I mean?
I used to do that
Shut
too.
up and let me talk, you
I used
crazy
to do that
whore.
too.
I have done nothing to you.
Only twice.
Only twice.
You, with Carol instigating these people to break down my door, pretending that my dog tried to bite them?
I'm gonna tear a fucking head off the brain. Okay?
The one sitting on the stairs hit my door so hard it was like practically coming off. I had to hold it back. I wrote a letter. They every night.
Can you play this?
Yeah. Well, okay, it's kind of long.
Well, can you just get to the part where...
Yeah. What is it, Dolores?
It ain't my name, bitch. Go now. Go now. Because you know, I told you I don't play games. I don't mess with you. But let me tell you. Go in the house. Don't let kids get in my business. What you can do? I can do anything I want. Because her dog tried to bite me, so now I'm gonna let her know you got to get rid of that mutt. Okay? That's what I want her to know. Your dog got to go. And if your dog don't go, you go.
Why is that, Dolores?
That's all I want to let you know. So you want to be all that. And let me tell you something. I don't need nobody to take care of me. Bitch, because I'm a single parent with 4 children. And don't you worry about me because you need to worry about your cats and dogs. They got to go.
And you're borderline criminal.
When I foiled for a police report a couple years ago, they told me that it didn't exist. So they never even wrote up a police report.
When you're threatening me, I want to make it better.
Threatening? Call the police and tell them I threatened you.
Telling the police that I called you fat and having to be lectured by a cop like I'm a second grader because you were harassing me have been.
Look, you're an adult, we're adults, they're adults. Obviously, there's a problem. Okay? We're here investigating a complaint. This woman is in tears, okay? Whatever reason, she's saying, X, Y, Z, okay? We need to talk to you. Yes, tears, yeah. All right? And we need this to stop because, frankly, we're here investigating it because we have to, but do you know what I mean? There's much more critical things we need to be doing than mediating problems between adults who can't get along. Okay?
But you still have talking about catching my dog to check his rabies.
Then we can go to city court and to the courthouse and find out what it is to the court, because it's the city law that all dogs must be licensed and have yearly vaccination. I don't think they have to wear a tab, but they have to be, I don't know, so that is unfortunately, the only way to do that is to be standing outside waiting and having to know when she's going to go out. And if she knows just anything, she's not going to do it. The leash on her. Stop it. But you could bring that up to the board. The fact that she's got it on here. The board has a right to question that because she has a dog in this building, as do the people downstairs, and they should be checked out too. The board has a right because now they might be responsible. If something happens with that dog in this building, they might be responsible. That dog is not licensed and that dog does not have vaccinations at all, and they allow that dog to be living here. They might be responsible as well too. The board has a right.
So many times Robin came after me, quote, anonymously, end quote, through social media. And I just thought it was funny that she would accuse me of, it was chilling that I was listening to private conversations through doors when she lives across the hall. And she was talking about catching my dog, saying put a leash on me. And I am weird for listening to that, and even one better, recording it.
They don't make the fines. The people who run this complex make the fines. Okay? They're responsible for fining and not fining people. If they find that you're in violation, you get fined. If you have a problem with that, you take it up in small claims court with the building, not individual people who live in
But you still have
talking about catching my dog to check his rabies.
And that's the proof that she listens at people's conversations.
When I'm coming from the grocery store on a Saturday night.
She has your conversations in your home up on YouTube with lies underneath it. Saying that you hire prostitutes.
Bitch, don't you ever talk to a motherfucking pimp like that, bitch. Disrespect a motherfucking man. Man, check your bitch before I stumble.
I have been to the police station 5 times.
These notes you wrote.
If I have questions about whether someone's dead, you want to tell someone that the person thinks killed somebody
About whether someone
because you want them to kill the other person?
And put blatant lies that damage someone's reputation. Flat out lies.
Why this has come to this level where the police are here?
Because they feel threatened.
Because somebody
They
made
feel
a call.
threatened?
Somebody made a
How do
call.
they feel threatened by that?
There's other things too, other allegations that they're making that none of us have any way to prove, but they're making them.
And then you just called me a stupid whore?
Because you are.
I am?
You are.
I'm a
okay,
whore.
All right. No, you're not a whore. You're
Oh,
crazy.
okay.
You're crazy.
Oh, okay, that's
You're
better.
Crazy.
And put blatant lies that damage someone's reputation. Flat out lies. Tell me, what exactly have I done to harass you for years?
I have met with detectives. I guess I know what this conversation is about.
What you need to worry about
Don't
is
worry
to
about.
protect.
You just told me I was almost going to be arrested.
Yes.
You told me not to worry about it. You told me I'm
I'm telling you
borderline
not to
criminal.
worry about what they have to say. What you need to worry
Okay,
about is
what-
what you can do to not be in.
Wow. Dear students of Christ the King.
Go for it. I'll give you the phone number. You can call him yourself.
Okay, we're here investigating a complaint. This woman is in tears. Okay, whatever reason, saying X, Y, Z. Okay, we need to talk to you. Yes, tears. Yeah. These notes you wrote. Okay, they're directed towards them. That's obvious. The woman works at Christ the King. Okay, she has a parking thing in her car that states that you've had problems with this woman. Okay, they find this.
I'm not really concerned about you.
I don't really give a hoot about you either.
Apparently you do.
Well, apparently you do because you're the one that puts video clips on YouTube about people.
About my
So
life.
You're the one. No, I don't think so.
Oh, who's else?
Lies.
Lies?
Do you have the volume up loud enough so that you can hear me? Because I'm sure that'll go on too. But there's
You?
There's
With
no-
Carol instigating these people to break down my door, pretending that my dog tried to bite them?
Explain.
Telling the police that I called you fat? And having to be lectured by a cop like I'm a second grader because you were harassing me, have been.
But you still have
talking about catching my dog to check his rabies.
And that's the proof that she listens at people's conversations.
When I'm coming from the grocery store on a Saturday night.
She has your conversations in your home up on YouTube with lies underneath it. Saying that you hire prostitutes.
Bitch, don't you ever talk to a motherfucking pimp like that, bitch. Disrespect a motherfucking man. Man, check your bitch before I stumble.
Saying that you have something to do with the murder of your ex-girlfriend, hiding the car. Yeah, see, these are the lies.
And if that's true, why would you want to tell him that?
Because they're lies.
Oh.
And I know that.
So we should change the name, like, Bellevue Ward 7. It should be voted, but, if there's anything to do with that, I just don't think it's on the, that's what it is.
making a joke about me getting the cops to help me push start my car with like sexual innuendo, and I'm the vicious liar. She's doing an impersonation of me there. They're saying that they need a phone with a camera for me. That's 2006.
And in Hawaii, when Bikram said to me after this $10,000 yoga training, I got a scholarship. That was the only reason I was able to go, and my mom put a chunk of money on a credit card. And this was like my dream career for so many years. 2 decades I thought about this as being something I really wanted to do. It's finally happening, and here I am after 2.5 months of doing yoga for 4 hours a day in 125-degree heat and studying my butt off, anatomy and the rest of it, not even time to enjoy Honolulu. And Bikram takes me into an office with a bunch of people and says to me, he was advised, to do a background check on me, and he said, because I don't know who's calling him exactly. I have ideas, but he says, why all your neighbors call the police on you? And it was like, what? Hillcrest is following me 20,000 miles away, however far away it is.
So this is Paul coming home, and Carol synopsizes the past 4 hours. So I'm not going to play all this crap, but...
I told you another time to take away from that. Oh, I don't have anything that says what's that. Wait, more, yeah. What are you drinking over spirits? Or just 9 minutes ago? Maybe I told you that in the bed because I wasn't screaming.
I came in to do my laundry, and you're
With a camera?
whispering.
Yes, because I'm having a private conversation with somebody that has nothing to do with you.
Oh, I thought it did. You said we were talking about you.
And if we were, has nothing to do with you.
Oh. Were you doing laundry?
It's too late.
So am I in the way? I guess I know what this conversation is about.
You?
Robin likes to spin all this and pretend that I am like somehow antagonizing her by following her with my camera. I just happen to come home. I hear her whispering. His voice is unmistakably this low, deep voice. I knew just in my gut what she was up to, so I put my bags down, turned on my camera, and just had to get a shot of Robin in the laundry room with the pimp. I had no idea where the conversation was going to go, but how is it that she's so concerned about this man's reputation? I mean, at the expense of mine, at the expense of my safety. The man was threatening me. She knew this, and yet she's going to alert him and tell him what I have put on YouTube. And she says it to my camera. So it was on this day in 2013 that I created this YouTube page. If the very people elected to protect the quality of life was doing this to me, and disparaging me to the police to the point where the police wouldn't even help me, what else would I do? I don't have money for a lawyer. Where else would I go except social media to send out SOS signals? Because this was insane. She's worried about this guy's reputation.
So I texted her and said, are we still doing it? Because I ain't know nothing about it. The bitch is a lying motherfucker. That's what he said. Yeah, man. No, I know. It's all right. She gonna go around and fuck whoever she want. I just gotta be okay with that. I said, well, I'm just telling you to your face why I did that. You text me asking why I asked her that. That's why I asked her that. He said, no, man, that's cool, it's all right. I did like this. I'm not the shit fuck with me. I don't do it this way.
There were some people in one of the buildings who you felt were ganging up on you.
What lies? One lie.
You put
Go ahead, one lie.
That I have been harassing you for years.
Oh.
How can I find you? I'm not on
Dates
the board.
and
I
times.
have no
Robin,
Tell me, what exactly have I done to harass you for years?
It's all on YouTube, that's why.
Exactly,
So I don't have to talk about it.
There's other things too, other allegations that they're making that none of us have any way to prove, but they're making them.
I have been to the police station 5 times.
But
with Carol instigating these people to break down my door, pretending that my dog tried to bite them? Telling the police that I called you fat? And having to be lectured by a cop like I'm a second grader because you were harassing me, have been.
But you still have
talking about catching my dog to check his rabies.
And that's the proof that she listens at people's conversations.
When I'm coming from the grocery store on a Saturday night.
She has your conversations in your home up on YouTube with lies underneath it. Saying that you hire prostitutes. Saying that you have something to do with the murder of your ex-girlfriend, hiding the car. Yeah, see, these are the lies that she puts out on
if that's
YouTube.
true, why would you want to tell him that?
Because they're lies.
Oh.
And I know that...
Bitch, don't you ever talk to a motherfucking pimp like that, bitch. Disrespect a motherfucking man. Man, check your bitch before I stomp you.
Because it's against the rules. We sent you a copy of the rules that said single cars are to park in the numbered parking spots. And for months I've mentioned that all these other rules are broken and was wondering why I'm the one that just gets targeted and everyone else seems to just not.
He's not in trouble.
I do?
Yeah.
And how do you know I'm talking about him?
Because you say his name and your neighbor and you're filming it. Because you put it out.
No, we're talking about quality of life in the whole neighborhood.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's right. So I'm still waiting to hear the proof. How can I find you? I'm not on
dates
the board.
and
I
times.
Have no
Robin,
Is it affecting you? How does it affect you? Are the prostitutes, are they committing crimes against you? Probably not. Okay? All the things that you have problems with, where people park, where the firemen park, all these things, ignore them for 30 days.
where the firemen park? What are you talking about?
Because when did we stop being friends?
When did we ever start being friends? I was never your friend.
I'm sorry, when did we stop being civil neighbors?
When you turned crazy on me.
Oh, really?
When you slid a note under my door and then started videotaping everything that I do and started putting
slid a note under your door asking you why all the women in this building are sitting on the stairs picking on me?
The note said.
Which every second is on video.
Prove it because you...
It's on video.
No, it's not. Well, if it
There's
is, then
too
it's
much
not.
to deal with.
Because they're lies.
I have your husband
Yes, this is Renina Sortini. Oh, my tenant was back there. Right? She shares the room. Right? She's had her mind. No, she will come.
Bitch, don't you ever talk to a motherfucking pimp like that.
You can.
Was a prostitute, number one.
On the very same day, or within 24 hours of Robin telling Daniel Martin that I was filming his pimp activity, I saw 2 of the blonde prostitutes that were in and out of there every day at the Dollar Tree over in Beach Shopping Center. The managers saw me trying to take their picture from behind because their faces looked like this. This is a picture of someone that I just saw on the news recently, and their entire face was like this, though their lips were bleeding and swollen out like sausages. They were a mess, and they were buying first aid equipment. And when the manager of the store saw me trying to sneak my camera trying to sneak a shot, he just gave me the look like, you know, you can't do that. And so I stopped so, you know, he didn't say anything and alert them to what I was doing. And I missed the shot. But I have a witness. The manager of the store saw it 2013 June. And as luck would have it, he moved into my building a year ago. And he told me he remembers. And it was shocking. So I have witnesses. And the point is, this is what I'm looking at while the Condo Board's wife is telling a man who may have done this. I don't have any proof that Daniel's the one that did this to this girl's faces, but why is Robin so concerned about a pimp's reputation at the expense of mine? Someone who actually had a life, was trying to like pull my life together and just be happy, have a family, do all the normal things. Why was she so opposed to me protecting my reputation in the face of what she has done to me? With all of the endless police reports that say nothing, I never got in trouble, I was never arrested, and yet, like the police say, there are other allegations they're making true. Not just this little piece of paper with 6 words on it that says, "Dear students of Christ the King." And I never said I was going to send a letter to her school. I said I was going to blog about it. I may have accidentally used the word letter, but it was not anything about writing to them directly. It had to do with just the concept of a school teacher with a bunch of little kids teaching them about bullying, and yet take a look at her real life, her adult real life, and how she treats her neighbors. Now, why are we going to pretend that this man who has bragged about beating women, who has spread $3,000 in counterfeit money, who is now dead of an overdose, why are we going to pretend that his reputation was so much more important than mine after she had trashed me all these years? You can hear her laughing on the stairs about how many times they called the police in 2006 before they realized the degree to which I was able to record them. And again, this is before YouTube. I wanted to show it to the police so that they would understand that anything they were saying was just spiteful and vindictive lies. And I didn't even do it when YouTube first came into existence. I threw a couple of little things up there, like Robin telling me to shove my camera up my butt, but who was going to see it except Robin? But she was, instead of just apologizing to me and ever once asking me, take it down, it could hurt my reputation, or this is how I feel about this, and what do you think, I wouldn't do that? I would. But she never once apologized. Just like she said a year ago, I will never apologize to you. And I don't know what her deal is. I don't know why she came after me, but she did. And my videotapes prove it, and that's why I did this, to try to set the record straight, to try to protect myself, and it has worked, because she can't call the police. The police see through her lies now. I think it's a big embarrassing mess for everybody. I am not proud of anything other than the effort I have made to try to, like I said, set the record straight. I keep saying that over and over again. But the fact that this woman is incapable of an apology should say something, not to mention what they are doing to me now. Throwing me out of my home, holding this crazy idea in their minds that a condo board has a right to censor resident social media. I'm sorry, last time I checked, this is the United States of America. In the state of New York, they don't have a what do you call it, a legal leg to stand on. This is insane that, you know, these people probably, some of them are veterans, and they will claim to have, like, you know, thank you for your service, going over there, protecting our way of life. What is our way of life? Our freedom of expression? This isn't even expression. This is just cold, hard facts. They are liars. This is a mirror held up to what was done to me. It's not very well put together. I'll be the first one to admit it, but one day it will be. And if they think that they're going to blackmail my mother into stealing her property and create some ridiculous $25,000 fine to keep me from being able to get a parking sticker. I have gone 6 weeks without a car, and the arthritis is inflamed from it. The damage they have done to my health, the stress, and Robin's going to stand there in front of the judge pretending to cry again with her crocodile tears. Please. Even Officer Franco said he saw through this. But she just stands there like, oh, she's so innocent. Like I said, never once saw what she was responsible for, playing Charlotte Manson with Pam and Dolores trying to break down my door because she showed them the note. And here she is again, a few years later, in the laundry room with a pimp. What does she have to do with a pimp? What does she care about this man that's selling heroin in front of her? Crack. He's a crackhead. One of the taxi jobs, I was talking once, and they said, yeah, that's why he was fired. And whatever. I mean, I don't want to get into people's personal stuff other than the fact that this man was threatening to put a hammer in my head, threatening to go to jail for 90 days just to beat me up, threatening to have me committed with crazy crack nurse downstairs, Glynis. They didn't stop. They would leave knives out, and they would laugh about this. And I recorded them laughing about it, and when I tried to give that recording to the police did nothing. And then I tried one more time, and Officer Franco wrote me a ticket because I took out my camera, and he saw me, and it was like a retaliation way of punishing me instead of just helping me. None of these people, oh my God.
Disrespect the motherfucker, man. Man, check your bitch before I stumble.
Crazy bitch. I've been recording you the whole time.
Because they feel threatened.
Because somebody made a call.
Threatened?
Somebody made a call.
How do they feel threatened by that?
I said, I will whip yo.
That's why I said, I'm for sure that's why.
I said, I will whip
It's on
you.
YouTube. It's on YouTube.
With what? With the knife?
Yeah.
With the knife?
With the knife that you found in the hallway.
I'm recording everything. I got my neighbors as proof. Let's see. Let's see, because you're crazy. We don't know, so let's just see. Once the cops get here, they're like, oh, it's her again? They're like, we've been here 4 different times for 4 different people.
So I asked Pam McNair to come.
No. Still no. No more of this. We don't want to hear any more complaints. Right?
Can I have that?
No, because right now this is the evidence of complaint. You know?
That's my garbage.
Well, it was out in here.
And what does it say? Is there a name on it?
Well,
It says dear students of Christ the King.
Listen, you admitted that you wrote it. It was the central piece in their complaint that you're leaving notes around. It's bothering the woman. Okay, there's other allegations made, but this is the only thing that we could tangible. You know what I mean?
I used to do that
Shut
too.
up and let me talk, you
I used
crazy
to do that
whore.
too.
I have done nothing to you.
Yesterday I tried to explain to a judge why I thought it was odd that this property manager would not call the police after squatters who had lived here for 10 years without paying common charges and were allowed to go on like that, broke into the electrical closet and sent a surge through my apartment, damaging my property, lost my computer, 10 years of work, not to mention risk burning the place down. Imagine trying to explain all of this, and this isn't even half of it, all of the things these people have done to me, all of the false police reports, all of the abuse, the torment.
What? So just tell me why you didn't call. Because you didn't know who did it? So if I saw Chris from Verizon, the guy downstairs was the one that even noticed the door was mangled. I might not have even noticed that if he didn't point it out. So if you notice that, do you call the police normally? So somebody broke it. So normally, isn't that what you do? Even though nobody knows who did it, you call the police to report the property damage, right? Is it because Lou said let her stew in it?
Oh, I gotta go over.
You called the police because you wanted to put a bad,
No, I wanted you to stop
my
harassing
name bad.
me. I wanted you to stop harassing me.
Well, how was I harassing you? You were fining me for where I was parking.
There is nothing in these
Okay, okay.
Come closer, because that's crazy.
Really? Really?
No, they sound like they need to call the police, right? This is the kind of mentality that they have when they call the police. They giggle while the police are on their way. So, and this wasn't an isolated event. This went on for weeks, and it feels like the whole year was like this in 2006, on and off, and then it would go back and forth. You know, maybe a couple years would pass, but it's just too much. Never an apology, never worked out. Worked through anything, and it's a pretty horrible feeling being treated this way.
So it's on camera, so they can't say it. So which debt collection agency did?
How we should change the name, like Bellevue Ward 7. That's just perfect. They're writing up a ballot to you and putting you on the board.
Whatever you're doing on that. So you're going to be taking care of all that, and I'm sure you'll be giving a report back to the community.
You wrote it and I saw it.
As to exactly what was going to take place out here in the parking lot.
Beat your ass, that's what.
Once the cops get here, they're like, oh, it's her again?
It doesn't matter. Now you're dealing with me.
I've met with the chief of police.
Wow.
I have been there. But I'm still waiting for you to tell me exactly what I have done to harass Because I still don't know. I have not done anything to you.
This is Robin one night when I walked in on her and the pimp, and she was telling him that I'd been photographing him and his prostitutes coming and going from the building, hoping that he would beat me up.
Because I still don't know. I have not done anything to you.
Oh my God. You don't put things on some forum or whatever. Okay. You go to the management company or the police. That is what you do.
Like you wanted to fix it, and then you just called me a stupid whore.
Because you are.
I am?
You are.
But today I walk down the stairs and I see our new neighbor apparently molested a 7-year-old. But you can't always believe everything you read, so I'm not going to drag this guy into it. However, since Robin is really, she's the wife of the board of directors, and responsible for all of this mess for 10 years now, I couldn't resist a quiet, sarcastic, little jab comment as she walked behind me down the stairs earlier this evening. And I couldn't believe what she said to a group of children playing downstairs.
I'm gonna have a little get together with the neighbors and welcome the guy next door.
Stay away from her. Don't go near her.
I cannot believe she just said that.
You don't like her?
How do you set the record straight? This is from March 2006. Robin and Paul shows up in a little while too. Carol, Pam, Dolores, all sitting on the stairs outside my door, making fun of me. And at one point, Dolores says something about driving me to have a nervous breakdown. And then you'll hear one of them go, shh, a couple of times. Paul was talking at that point. I think he just came home from work or something. This original video is on old DVD, mini DV tape that I don't have equipment to play anymore. So it's hard to hear to begin with. This is a copy of a copy, so it's especially hard to hear. But I look at this as evidence for my day in court. When these people try to claim that I'm just this lunatic that goes after them with a camera, I documented their abuse. And a couple years after this, the Bolls were on the Condo Board, and literally with all the stuff that was going on, I mean, they're hanging out here with a couple of people, or Pam and her family, who hadn't paid common charges in actually, I'm not sure exactly when they stopped paying, so I shouldn't say that because I don't know if it started at that point. But for years, when they stopped paying common charges for at least 10 years towards the end, and, go to jail for selling guns, and there's heroin, and there's prostitutes, and there's people shooting each other next door, and all this serious stuff is going on. But Robin and Paul, Paul just followed Robin's lead, but Robin had it in for me. And whether it was fines for where I was parking, or new rules about where you can walk the dog and fined because you saw your dog walk between the building. You were walking your dog between the building. Stuff like that. If I rolled my eyes at Pam for trying to like be intimidating, she would call the police to just let me know how powerful she was. And I don't even know what they would say to them, because the police would come in and say like, what's going on? And they never really even repeated whatever I was being accused of. And in the police reports, they don't even really say anything. Just the fact that I was constantly having to talk to the police. And that was 2007. That was like a year after these women were going on like this. And then when I got my, people knew what happened, felt bad, and they would try to throw me a bone. And I got this yoga studio in Florida. They ended up stealing my money, because of a disagreement, a jealousy about a guy, like stupid petty stuff. And when people know these little tidbits of information through this grapevine, I ended up losing my studio. And just these horrible things said, and, to be able to get away with doing something like that. And it all always comes back to Hillcrest Park. And yet I would get out of here. I would go away long periods of time trying to get out of here. And it's really because of this place sucking me back in that I have lost my life completely. I have, I'm old now. I'm arthritic. I'm sickly and stressed out. And I noticed the police officers weren't always the ones that really came. This one was, though, I think. But notice they don't say anything. There's no arrest. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't count as, when people do background checks. Like when Bikram said, I did a background check on you. Why will your neighbors call the police on you? Which one is this? 3/10/2006. And then, of course, there was the March 3rd, 2006, when the door breaking thing happened. So again, there's not even a description. It's just the stupidest reason that Pam McNair saw me roll her eyes when she was trying to be intimidating, and she wanted to show me how connected she was. Which one is this? Ray's daughter 3 years ago. What year is this? It says here. 2013, right? At approximately, responded Hillcrest, not wearing the appropriate swim attire. Miss Fortini was very disrespectful. And then they go on, I think, to say something like, I flailed her arms and began filming the rest of the residents. Like, I mean, they make it sound like
I
used to do that
Shut
too.
up and let me talk, you
I used
crazy
to do that
whore.
too.
I mind my own business.
Let's see, because you're crazy. We all know, so let's just see. Once the cops get here, they're going to be like, oh, it's her again? They're like, we've been here 4 different times for 4 different people.
There were some people in one of the buildings who you felt were ganging up on you.
You leave it now? Yeah, I want you in on this. Whoa! My daughter here, that's perfect. That's perfect.
I have the letter under my door talking about how
the mailman! Mailman goes by when you say letter, that's funny. Right?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Okay, so I shoved a note under your door.
You shoved a note under
What did
my
the note
door.
say?
First of all, it was long
Do you
ago
still
back-
have the note? I would have kept it.
The board told us to write a letter, we wrote a letter.
Management.
It doesn't have nothing to do with management. He's a board member. He's elected by the people who live here.
I filed a form on Friday, which is why they're doing this.
I don't care.
I can tell.
Who's ever
And I've
said
recorded them.
anything about hurting you?
He's
not talking.
Because I'll snap. What the fuck you talking about? You gonna kill me? I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Oh, shit, man. I will make you pay. I'll make you fucking do it. You know, I will fucking dirt shit.
fucking doing, dog? Come doing it. You ass fucking lie. You ass fucking bitch. You got that shit. Fuck you. Tell him, man. What the fuck makes you think? What you doing, dog? Come doing it. You ass fucking lie. You ass fucking bitch. You got that shit. Fuck you. Tell him, man. Oh yeah, come on. I'm recording everything. I got my neighbors as proof. Let's see.
You need to do something. Somebody needs to do something.
Oh, do we have to call the police again on you? Will you please get back on your medication?
Recording everything. I got my neighbors as proof. Let's see.
There were some people in one of the buildings who you felt were ganging up on you.
You're gonna take if it was real and you was getting them like cheap, you sell them for $300. But you sell them for 40 and 75. They're fake.
You're a lying fucking bitch, and I'm gonna fuck you up. Don't. Yeah, put the stick down. Don't, bitch. I will shove that thing so far down your motherfucking throat. You are lying. I never sold anything out of my apartment ever.
Oh, really?
Okay, no, I don't
Because
sell. I sell pussy.
Because I spent
I
the
sell
past...
pussy. I sell pussy. I sell pussy. I sell pussy.
Will you please get back on your medication? Will you please get back on your medication?
Even the cop that came to the door said, she needs to be put away. She needs to be Yeah, she does. I'm like,
You don't put things on some forum or whatever. You go to the management company or the police. That is what you do.
You can't call the cop for shit. You can't call the cop for shit. You can't call the cop for shit.
You can't do anything.
10 years of this.
You need to do something. Somebody needs to do something.
Oh, do we have to call the police again on you? Will you please get back on your medication so you don't drive everybody crazy?
She has your conversations in your home up on YouTube with lies underneath it. Saying that you hire prostitutes.
You know the blonde prostitutes that come in and out, right? You've seen them.
Not in this building. I don't know. I haven't seen it in this house.
Saying that you have something to do with the murder of your ex-girlfriend, hiding the car. Yeah, see, these are the lies that she puts out on
if that's
YouTube.
true, why would you want to tell him that?
Because they're lies.
And then all of a sudden, they were all sitting on the stairs laughing about me. The Flintstones used to laugh that I pushed start my car. I remember this because it's all recorded. And you came home one night and they were a little tipsy, they were laughing. A couple times I had to laugh because they were having so much fun. Sitting on the stairs here, you saw it yourself. And I wrote a note saying of all the filth, the noise, the crap, the traffic, multiple people coming out of these apartments. How come they were calling me the worst neighbor. How am I the worst neighbor in comparison to that? Wait, let me finish. On a note, this is it. On a note, that's marked just her. And then why did she have to share it with them? And then they break my door down. Again on tape. Again the cop coming to see this. And the cop said, now don't be breaking people's door down. Compare the police threatening to arrest me for harassing over a note.
Whatever problems that you have with them, this is not the way to solve it. This is the way for you to get locked up for harassment if it continues. Because they keep calling us. They're the ones calling. Whatever's going on, they're the ones calling.
To these people banging down my door, they did nothing, ever did nothing. So the question is, I gave a personal note, not to Carol, but just to educated school teachers who I thought I could read and we can get an answer. What did I do to make you hate me, Robin? That's what that note said.
That's what started it.
And so why did she have to show that to other people?
Because she didn't like the content of what was in there.
Why would you want to tell him that?
Because they're lies.
You can't let her scare you.
You can't let her scare you. That's what he just said.
Mark, I recorded the whole
right.
Psycho, are you crazy?
So, okay.
Crazy.
Someone broke into the meter room.
Yes, let's get it.
There were some people in one of the buildings who you felt were ganging up on you.
When I asked the super why he didn't call the police when the electrical closet was broken into, he said, because he didn't know who did it. That's exactly what he said, and I recorded him.
Get the fuck away from my door before I call the cops. I've been recording you all morning. Get the fuck away from my shit.
Colin, we gotta call
Because I've been recording you all fucking morning, so go ahead and do what you gotta do. Get the fuck away from my door.
Let's call her.
She's down here, you don't even live down here. Let's see whose apartment she's in front of.
This is his tactic.
She's in front of 7 buildings. I'm scared for my life.
I'm debating whether I should bother doing anything about this.
Yeah.
Con Edison is here, and yesterday they shut off this guy's electricity, and then something happened. Get the fuck.
Oh, excuse me, you're down here in front of my apartment. Yo, this lady is.
Oh my god.
Do you see this stuff? That has nothing to do with her. She's coming down here thinking people to shut off her computer.
7 North James Street.
This lady's crazy, man. She's sneaking around at other people's property at nighttime after midnight.
McNair, apartment J.
Oh. She brings it on herself, man. That's all. She brings it on herself.
I don't know what to do. They turned on and off my electricity, so my computer got fried.
So she's blaming
And I came downstairs, and the super told me that he saw Con Ed trying to figure out what happened, and it looks like he tried to turn on his own electricity, and in doing so, fried someone else's apartment. The door is all mangled open, and all I did was ask him if he knew anything. I didn't want to call the police on him or get him in trouble or anything.
Con Ed did that? She's psycho. She's psycho.
Who did that?
She's psycho.
What did you say?
He's gonna hit me.
I'm not gonna say nothing. We're gonna watch.
I know that he's dangerous.
Yeah, we'll see, because I'm recording everything.
I'll stay on the phone with you.
I'm recording everything. I got my neighbors as proof. Let's see.
Because I said, I tried to address the hypocrisy. Like, here's someone, bullying was a big word in the media that year, and she was talking to kids, and how does she explain finding me? And all the stuff that went on. I rescued your cat, and you still take me to small things for over $120.
I didn't take you. You took me.
That was the only way I could
Let's rephrase that.
Because you had the board find me. But look, without getting into all this, because obviously we have our own point of view, but why did it start? And I will.
I know why it started.
Why?
Oh, that little letter went under the door.
What little letter?
About the neighbors in the bedroom. That's
Having
what started
12.
it.
Wait a
And
minute.
when my wife told you to take a camera and show it somewhere.
Do you understand that Robin gave her a letter, and she's misinterpreting it, and she's upset because Robin instigated this?
I did not show anybody that fucking letter, so you can take that video camera and shove it up your ass.
How did she see it then?
I didn't show anybody any freaking letter.
Okay, then Carol did.
Please let me.
Robin, I apologize.
You know what? I got you because.
No, you don't.
Robin, then Carol did. Then Carol did.
Crazy, y'all know she crazy?
Then Carol did, right?
I'm dealing with you.
Did Carol show you the letter?
I'm dealing with you. It's none of your business who showed it to me.
It's none of my business.
I saw it. You wrote it and I saw it. It doesn't matter. Now you dealing with me. Now you dealing with me. Because you know what? I'm the big mouth for the building. But I don't bother nobody. Yeah, you roll your eyes. Stay in your doorway. I know. It's not worth the pay for going out. Go downstairs. Your kids are screaming.
We care about the safety and comfort of all who live here. After I gave the letter to say to her, why are you not friends with me anymore?
No, we've only been here a couple of years, and we were okay
I always
until
got along
that.
with you. You let me use your phone if I locked myself out of the house. I think you once gave me a ride. I know that was the Carol.
But that was.
We never had a problem. You helped me move my TV.
That was before all that went down. After that, you were constantly on her.
About what?
Everything.
I don't remember ever even noticing you. On her about what?
After that episode. Oh, fat cow.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, see.
Go back on your YouTube videos.
Well, that's why I videotape everything, because I can prove everything I'm saying. In 2006, Pam, Robin, Carol, Glynis, and Dolores sat on these stairs. I have videos. I recorded that too.
You don't have
You come
any
home.
recording of
It's
my
on
wife saying a
YouTube.
word.
Thanking everyone for her Oscar. I have that too. Laughing their heads off. When I would come home after, I remember I started working at Mrs. Green. My first day I was smelly, tired. My dog hadn't peed in 10 hours. And Princess Pam here decided that she didn't like my attitude, so she called the police and told them that my dog tried to bite them. And then I proceeded to have to... and what about Dolores trying to break my door down?
What does that have to do with me or my wife?
All because... Wait.
Because of our affiliation of people we know in the building?
Let me lower it, bring it to a good point. You say it started with that note that was to Robin, and Robin alone, because there's educated people here that are going to fight for whatever you do. I mean, I caught Mark stealing my brakes.
They're not here.
I caught him stealing my brakes, and just for I didn't call the police, for asking Pam if she knew anything about it. They called the police on me. That's how I've lived here. And then all of a sudden, they were all sitting on the stairs laughing about me. The Flintstones used to laugh that I pushed start my car. I remember this because it's all recorded. And you came home one night and they were a little tipsy, they were laughing. A couple times I had to laugh because they were having so much fun. Sitting on the stairs here, you saw it yourself. And I wrote a note saying of all the filth, the noise, the crap, the traffic, multiple people coming out of these apartments. How come they were calling me the worst neighbor? How am I the worst neighbor in comparison to that? Wait, let me finish. On a note, and this is it, on a note that gave just her. And then why did she have to share it with them? And then they break my door down, again on tape, again the cop coming to see this, and the cop said, now don't be breaking people's door down. Compare the police threatening to arrest me for harassing over a note to these people banging down my door. They did nothing, ever did nothing. So the question is, I gave a personal note, not to Carol, but just the educated school teacher who I thought I could read them and get an answer. What did I do to make you hate me, Robin? That's what that note said.
That's what started it.
And so why did she have to show that to other people?
Because she didn't like the content of what was in there.
Oh, because she had to spread the hate, which turned into violence.
No, she's not violent.
Oh, when she's breaking through the door, she is, but...
No, I was here that day. But we're not getting into that right now.
But that is the point. She started all of this, just like Charles Manson didn't kill Sharon Tate.
No.
But other people did because he asked them to.
You perpetuate every time. Just the other day you had an episode with my wife. Did you not?
If you want to call it an episode, with the phone man? Oh, because I asked him to make sure the door was locked?
And what did she say to you? What words did she say to you?
came
She
down
didn't
here
say
and
one
whispered to
word
them.
to you. Not one word. I
We
saw
ran
it.
into each other. What are you talking about?
I saw it. You recorded it.
I record everything, so which one are you talking about?
When the phone guy was here. Has nothing to do with you.
It did. She said,
no.
Be quiet, don't talk because my neighbors, and the phone man says, isn't that illegal or isn't that against the rules?
No, she's not. She's not. She can't do it. Good evening. How you doing?
The name is Raina.
You're not eligible.
Oh God, I so am eligible.
You're not eligible.
You want to explain what's going on here?
You're not eligible to come in this. You're not eligible. Sorry. Your unit is not eligible.
You do this to me every
Sorry.
single year. There's no
Sorry.
sorry, I'm going in there.
You're not going in there.
You need to do something. Somebody needs to do something.
Oh, do we have to call the police again on you?